So the other day we were speculating about whether or not Don Lemon was going to be fired because, hey, he got into some trouble for some comments that he made about Nikki Haley. For those of you who don't remember the exchange, Don Lemon was like, well, she's not really in her prime. A woman's prime is like 20s, 30s, and maybe 40s. And she's 51, so for her to go after Biden's age, I mean, she better be careful. She's not in her prime. Women are not in their prime in the age she's in. Now, of course, the reason why that's idiotic is because he's talking about, like, childbearing prime. And when it comes to a business career or a political career, there's things are not related at all. You know, you could be 70 and hitting your stride and getting to the top of your field, or you can be 21 and doing it. It's just a dumb point, right? He, Google search, what is a woman's prime, and then regurgitated it on air as if, that would apply to a political race, which is just, God, he's just not that smart. So, big kerfuffle, good word, behind the scenes at CNN, and his co-hosts were mad at him, and he had to apologize on a group call, and all this stuff, and then we got word the other day, he's suspended now. So he used to have the later show in the day, evening show, and then they moved him up to this morning show. By the way, the new morning show has horrendous ratings. Nobody watches it, nobody likes it. The hosts have zero chemistry. Zero. I mean, it's rough to watch. So, turns out, at least as of right now, Don Lemon is not fired, but, this is hilarious, he's going to be forced to receive formal training about sexism. Oh. The reason why this is extra funny is because Don Lemon is the kind of person who would sort of advocate this for everybody. And then now he gets caught in the crosshairs, and it's like, well, you're being insensitive, and you're being sexist or misogynistic, and now, you're going to have to undergo this training. I mean, look, who are we kidding? Is this going to change anybody's mind? Unless this training somehow manages to give Don Lemon 20 more IQ points, ain't going to do Dickie McGee's acts. Because, again, the issue was not even, hatred or whatever, or thinking women are inferior. The issue was just, he's not smart. He's just not smart. He's not a smart person. Okay, CNN CEO Chris Licht said anchor Don Lemon has agreed to participate in formal training after he made controversial remarks about women in their prime, according to an email he sent late Monday night. On Thursday, CNN This Morning, Lemon panned a proposal by former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, blah, 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 blah. You guys know the gist of it. This was the exchange. We already talked about it. The host later walked back his comments, saying he regretted them. Michael Grinbaum of the New York Times reported on Monday night that Licht, that's the new head of CNN, sent an email to CNN staff informing them Lemon, quote, has agreed to participate in formal training and that he will return to the morning show on Wednesday. Whoa. I sat down with Don and had a frank and meaningful conversation, Licht said. These guys are so full of it, man. Yes, we sat down and I said, Don, did you know that sexism is bad? And Don said, yes, sir. It is so bad. I, for one, love women. These people are so absurd. Corporate culture is like the absolute worst. There's no sincerity. There's no authenticity. There's no honesty. It's just it's all nonsense. What are they going to call in Robin DiAngelo now or something? Well, I guess she's more the race person than the sexism person. Anyway, quote, it's important to me that CNN balances accountability with fostering a culture in which people can own, learn, and grow from their mistakes. Again, he ain't gonna grow. The issue is he's not smart. He's gonna make another gaffe that's maybe not about gender or whatever, but it's gonna be about something else, and it's gonna be a low IQ moment. Like when for example, when that Malaysian plane went missing and he went on air and speculated, maybe it went into a black hole. Those are the words of a dumbass. That's what that is. Now, look, I wouldn't be as hard on Don Lemon. He was good at his job, but he's just not good at his job. So, it's not like to let go of him, which they should do. It's not like they should let go of him simply for this comment. They should let go of him because he doesn't know how to be a journalist, how to be a reporter, how to deliver news and information in an objective way or even a charismatic way. It's just, disaster. Speculation about Lemon's future was rampant after he did not appear on Friday's CNN This Morning, and what the network said was a planned day off ahead of President's Day weekend. He was not on air Monday morning. Last year, Lemon moved from prime time to mornings as part of several personnel shakeups at CNN, which has struggled in the ratings. So, look, there's literally no reason to keep him. None. But they're going to keep him. He must have a good relationship with the executives and CNN management and this new boss. That guy must just like him. or Lemon has some dirt on him or something, because this is not a good business decision. It's just not. We talked about the move CNN were making, and some of them I even complimented. I mean, if they were trying to get Jon Stewart to do a show, and I thought that would, get better ratings than anything else on CNN, then they said, oh, we're going to try to get Bill Maher. They're just putting Bill Maher's overtime thing from Real Time on their platform at 11:30 on Fridays, and I think it's gonna do better in the ratings than anything else would in that time slot, but it's still not gonna, that's not a game changer. Then they were trying to get Charles Barkley, which I thought was awesome, because Charles Barkley, for all of his flaws, and he has many, is one of the most honest people on television, and that alone is gonna get some eyeballs. And he's also charismatic, of course, too. So some of the moves are like, okay, I see what you're doing, that kind of makes sense, it's better than anything else, but then you get a decision like this, and you realize, what are they doing? He's just shuffling deck chairs around in the Titanic. That's all he's doing. Iceberg, dead ahead. And these guys are so sad. They never beat Fox News, ever. It's they're happy. Chris Cuomo the other day was bragging. They used to get 1 million people watching a show, and it's yeah, at the same time, Fox would get 2 or 3 million. And it's oh, you're number one on CNN, so you're sucking yourself off. But being number one on CNN is like being the tallest kid in kindergarten. It's nothing to write home about, but these people are such losers, they can't help but brag about it. Look, you can make a good news network. Everybody knows this. You need people who give facts, information, data, try to be as objective as humanly possible, however you can as a human being, but then also give your take and give your opinion, but make it charismatic. Honestly, oftentimes edginess or controversy sells, but the edginess and the controversy needs to be grounded in reality, So, but they never hire somebody like me or some new media person who's going to go on there and say, yeah, this corporation I work for, it should have much higher taxes, and we should take that money and give people health care and give people education and give people free child care. They would never put somebody like that on there, but that's what they need. They need honesty, objectivity, authenticity, charisma, and good takes. And they are deficient in every one of those things. And making Don Lemon take a course on misogyny is not going to change much. They already know that. I hate to tell them, I don't, but good luck with all that. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics overnight, we haven't trusted them. We know they can pull the rug out from underneath us at any time. If you enjoy this content, please consider tipping $1 or $2 per month on the Secular Talk Patreon. Link in the video description box below. Thanks for your support.